We have been discussing ways to study the past through a variety of sources available to us, like books or even technology. Moreover, research is also a valuable tool to learn more about the experiences of the nation and our history. So, when we say research, we don't always mean that using Google or social media that provides information to us. Although it is true, but it is better na bisitahin yung mga exist venues where we can experience history, and these are through historical shrines and museums. So these venues for living history is nagpo-provide siya sa atin ng certain level of authority and trustworthiness na maaaring mag-impact sa atin kung paano natin ma-view ang past. So through interacting with artifacts such as World War II rifle or the clothes of Filipino hero, dito natin mas ma-imagine kung ano yung past ng mga artifacts na yon. These tangible objects are reconstructions of the past. So, tangible objects are reconstruction of the past. Meaning to say, ito yung paraan para ma-view or ma-imagine natin ulit yung mga nangyari noon through these tangible objects. So, when we say tangible, ito na yung mga nahahawakan natin. These first-hand experiences make historical events more real for us. Pag kasi sa internet tayo kumukuha or nagkakalap ng information about history or other information, it may cause false information since maraming authors or historians na magkakaiba ang interpretation pagdating sa history. But when we visit shrines or museums, mas mararamdaman or ma-feel natin yung pinagdaanan ng shrine or ng artifacts na yon. Kaya nga sinabi dito, more real for us kasi nakikita at nahahawakan natin ito mismo. In addition, research shows that learning by experiencing aids with retention of learning later in life. Meaning to say, mas madaling maalala o maintindihan ng mga tao ang information about sa isang shrine or artifacts kapag naranasan nila itong makita or mahawakan sa personal. Kasi mas lalawak yung kaalaman nila about sa shrines and mga artifacts na kanilang mismong nakikita. Kaya nga mas better talaga na mag-visit tayo ng museums or shrines. Meron naman tayong museum dito katulad ng Bar Museum, right? So, pwede natin yung bisitahin at para maranasan din natin na ma-reimagine personally yung kung ano meron about doon sa museum na yan. Now, moving forward, we have the shrine. So, what really is a shrine? So, shrine can be defined as a worship place. It is a place where people come and worship. And usually because of connection of a holy person or a mysterious religious event or objects. So, hindi naman always about sa spiritually yung shrines. Pwede rin silang magsilbi na alaala, mga alaala o mga kaganapan, or di kaya pamana ng kultura. In these cases, the focus may be more on remembrance and respect rather than spiritual practices. Yung shrine, pwede siyang spiritually and pwede siyang remembrance and respect. So, museum, on the other hand, is a place that collects and display important objects related to art, history, culture, or science. Ito yung lugar na kung saan natututo ang mga tao sa iba't ibang topics na nagpapakita ng mga paintings, artifacts, at mga historical items. So, museum is not only to preserve these items for the future, but para maging accessible siya sa mga tao or sa publiko, and encouraging appreciation or nagpapahalaga at pag-unawa sa ating mundo. Okay, for an instance, the Shrine of Rizal in Calamba became a shrine to honor Dr. Jose Rizal. So, sinabi ko kanina na hindi naman talaga always about sa spiritual yung shrine. Pwede siya maging appreciation or remembrance. Pwede rin katulad dito sa Shrine of Rizal na nagbigay ng honor kasi naging parte siya ng hero ng Pilipinas, or he became a national hero of the Philippines. And this shrine is located at the site of his birthplace and serve as a memorial to his life, achievements, and contribution to the country's fight for independence. Now, the question is, do the shrine and museums has difference? My answer is yes, it has difference. Because in shrines, makikita mo yung mga statues or items like relics. When we say relics, ito yung mga items na nag-survive ng ilang years. Sa museums naman is meron itong iba't ibang artifacts, artworks, and specimen that are organized by themes or time periods. When we say specimen, ito yung parang sample ng isang item or objects or even individual para i-display publicly. So, while both shrines and museums play important roles in our culture, shrines are more about spiritually. Most of shrine is about spiritually. And museums focus on education and preserving our heritage. And upon arriving in the historical shrine or museum, one thing na dapat nating tingnan or hanapin is yung historical marker. So, ano yung historical marker? Bakit natin siya kailangan hanapin? Yung marker na yun is put up by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines or NHCP, or formerly National Historical Institute or NHI. The National Historical Commission of the Philippines undertakes research and publication of Philippine historical works and educational activities on historical events and personages, restoration, preservation, and conservation of movable and immovable objects of historical value. The NHCP, sila yung nagpapahalaga tungkol sa history ng Pilipinas, and sila rin yung nag-iingat ng mga mahahalagang historical records. Nagsasagawa rin sila ng mga program na pang-education para ipaalam sa mga tao ang tungkol sa history ng ating bansa. And they also advise the government on historical preservation policies and programs. They are also the one that organize events to celebrate significant historical events and figures. So, a historical marker is ito yung para siyang plaka or sign para ipaalala or i-recall yung isang mahalagang event, person, or location sa history. So, these markers ay karaniwang nilalagay in public areas na para i-educate ang mga tao and also para ma-preserve ang ating local heritage. So, they often include information about the historical significance, the context, and sometimes even a brief narrative of the event or individual being honored. Minsan ay isang maikling kwento tungkol sa kaganapan. Sinasabi rin dito na ang historical shrines and museums is nagsiserve as portals to the past. So, why did it become a portal to the past? It is because they preserve artifacts that are significant to different time periods. Kapag kasi nakikita or nahahawakan natin itong shrines and museums or other historical objects, is parang may direct connection agad tayo sa history na mararamdaman. Nevertheless, these places also represents cultural heritage, allowing us to connect with our roots and the history of our community. When we say connect with our roots, it meant na establishing a relationship with our heritage and culture or history. Kasama na rin dito yung pag-intindi natin kung saan tayo nanggagaling. And like yung mga traditions natin, values, and yung mga experiences ng ating mga ancestors. So, yung connection na ito is nagpo-provide siya ng sense of identity and belonging na tinutulungan tayong i-appreciate ang ating kultura at kung paano tayo nabuo. And so that these elements or all of these elements work together to transform museums and shrines into gateways that allow us to experience history firsthand, making it more than just facts in textbook.
That's all. Once again, I am Andrea Jane Cabigona.